Welcome back to the Hopkins experience, and it's been close to 10 days since Raila Amolo Odinga died, and there are so many people who are struggling to cope or even to come to terms with what has been happening uh, with the death of Raila Odinga. It's a shock to many. But when it comes to politics, things have started moving on very quickly. Now, the president was in Kakamega, I think, some few days ago. If it's not today, I think it's yesterday. And his reception in Kakamega really drew some question marks. Yeah, I know the president is really struggling to get the numbers as he moves into 2027. So September 2027 is going to be a very hot contest, and we have seen the presidents trying to woo the Western Kenya to come in and replace the Mount Kenya region that voted for him overwhelmingly in 2022. So his reception in Kakamega actually has brings in a lot to question about his popularity in Western. I think he has been banking on this uh, on the Western region to come in handy, and in their numbers to unite the Western vote to come in to sway them to go in his way. But if you look keenly, Western doesn't have a kingpin. Western doesn't have the Western kingpin with no doubt was Raila Amolo Odinga. He was taking the Western side and the Nyanza region. The absence and the by absence I mean the demise, because he's no longer coming here back, means that the Western region is up for grabs. And the president came in and is coming in 10 days after the death of Raila to come and try to consolidate the Western vote. And his reception, when he was holding a rally, really said a lot. If you look at that rally, there were so many people who were there, of course, mobilized, and the crowds were good crowds for the president. However, some heckles could be seen, and I want you to watch this video. Then you tell me what you see.
Mimi najua pia nyinyi ni kaunti ambayo ni kaunti ya watu wanaocheza mpira, si ni kweli? Na kuna pale stadium ilianzishwa na Mheshimiwa Oparanya, ikakuja hapo katikati, Barasa akasukuma, alafu tena ikakwama. Sikizeni, lakini sasa sikizeni.
So the president has been trying to use Barasa as his point man in Western, has been trying to use him and part of ODM officials to move and sway that vote, the Luya vote, into his basket. And we've seen the president tour. He has toured Malava to campaigns for Ndakwa. He has gone to Busia. He has gone to Kakamega. He's also passing through Vihiga, I believe, as he concludes his mini tour that I don't think was even in his diary. He's just going to test how the ground feels about him. And if he wanted a feedback, then he has gotten one. It will be very tough for Ruto to get. I can say that confidently. It will be very difficult for Ruto to take a huge part of Western Kenya, because the point mines that are being used are the politicians who are there, the politicians, the governors, the MPs, and as we know, Kenyans in general don't want a yearning for change. They don't want the current crop of leaders. So using them for a campaign is not a good strategy. However, it's also giving the president the feedback he needs. He can see how people feel about him. He can see how people feel about his policies as he moves into 2027, I mean. So there are heckles of one term, heckles to the governor, Barasa, and these are genuine heckles that are coming from the people. And Western is now getting really charged politically, because there's the Malava seat, the Malava by-election that is coming up next month by 27th. So to them, there's this election mode that has already kicked in their system, and the feedback they give is really important. So as you see, Western is charging towards DAP, or they're trying to form a new party, because I don't think there are many MPs elected on DAP tickets, if it's not Salasia. So they're trying to nurture that party to come to be a Western party. So any other party that is trying to get in is getting resistance, and we've seen the DAP officials, the Natembea, Eugene Wamalwa, and recently even Kalwale has joined that wagon. So on this other side, there are these Luya leaders or Luya politicians who are hanging and trying to strengthen DAP, and DAP is actually gaining grounds very quickly. The absence of ODM, the absence of the ODM leader, the absence of Luya Kingpin, who was Raila Odinga, means that DAP has a chance to rise up as a Western party, and it's receiving that good reception from people, keeping in mind that it's nearly the first time that the party DAP is participating in an election in Western Kenya, for that matter. So it's as the president gets echoed in Western, it's actually a joy for the DAP camp. They're actually now charged enough to feel there is a space for them. And for UDA, it would be nice for them to see if really Western is with them, if the Western voters are actually going to support UDA come 2027. So I'm actually also going to watch closely the Malava seat. Of course, there's a video I'm also going to make on the Malava constituency seat that is also very interesting and drawing very vast interest among the people. So you have to stick around to get to know and to get the analysis of the Malava seat. As we also predict what is going to happen in Malava. That's a good thing about politics. It's just a game, but you can easily predict of what can happen. And we'll be here up to 27th of November to see what really happens to Malava and other constituencies that are going to the by-elections. So keep it here. I'll be updating every time I get something and I get time to prepare before I come with my analysis. Thank you.